Hello children, welcome back to the e-learning class. Today we are going to see seasons a day in winter explanation. Children, in the last video we read the lesson and we learned the meaning of the new words. Now children, let us go to the explanation of the story. It was a lovely winter day in Manali. It is a popular hill station. Ritu and Kittu were visiting their grandmother. Their parents were busy talking their grandmother while enjoying their hot tea. Both children had to stay in house all day long because it had snowed heavily that day. When they went to bed, it was still snowing. Every time they woke up during the night, they could hear the wind whistling around the house. But the next morning, the sun shone brightly. Such a glorious day! Have you seen the snow around? How the branches of pines sparkle, said their grandmother to Ritu and Kitu. What, according to you, made the branches of pine sparkle? In winter season, at the hill stations like Manali, temperature is very low. So what? The branches of pines covered with snow. But some days sun shines brightly. So what? The branches of pine sparkle with flashes of light. Let us see next part. It looks as if gold dust and diamonds have been sprinkled over them, exclaimed Ritu. Oh, Grandma, please give us breakfast right now. We will go out to build a snowman, they said. Their grandmother smiled and told them to eat well, as building a snowman would require a lot of energy and effort. She also said that playing in the sun during winters would keep them active. She instructed them to cover themselves properly before going out. Why do you think their grandmother told them to eat well? Children, the body does use more energy to stay warm when it's cold out. Your body creates heat when it's cold. It is true that cold body uses more energy to keep itself warm than a warm body. Why did she ask the children to cover themselves properly? Your body loses heat through your skin. When your skin is exposed to outside air, you can lose heat more quickly. So, make sure to cover your head, ears, hands, mouth, feet, and of course your chest and back when you go out in winter. Soon, Ritu and Kittu were out in the snow, and what a splendid time they had there. They made a snowman and in between threw snowballs at each other. When their grandmother called them for lunch, they wondered how quickly time had passed. After having lunch, Ritu was looking out of window when she saw two birds cuddled up on a branch of a pine. What have you seen animals doing in winters? Animals and birds must act differently during the winter in order to survive. Some animals hibernate or sleep, while other animals go to warmer areas in winter. When an animal goes to a warm place, it is called migration. Finally, other animals adapt to survive the snow and cold temperatures. Like humans, birds look to each other to keep warm during winter, in what could be described as birds' form of cuddling. Tree swallows and other small birds huddle together in shrubs, vines, and trees to create warmth by sharing their body heat. Let us see what happened in the story next. Oh, Kittu, come here, called Ritu. See those poor little birds? They look half frozen and hungry. Poor little birds, replied Kittu. We had our food. How would they get their food in the snow? Where do you think birds get their food from in winters? Insects are hibernating, grubs are buried deep in the ground, and snow and ice make the birds harder to find food. Each bird has developed its own ways to make sure it finds enough food to eat in the cold months. As they require high energy foods during the cold winter weather to maintain their fat reserves to survive the frosty nights. The foods available for winter birds include seeds. Many plants and flowers keep their mature seed heads well into winter, and birds can cling to perch on the plants to reach the seeds. Seeds that fall can also be found in leaf litter or under plants where the snow is not as deep. Let us see the next part. Let us get some food from grandma and give it to them, said Ritu. Their grandmother suggested them to make a bird feeder and hang it on the pine. Both of them liked the idea. Making a bird feeder was easy. They took a pine cone each and tied a long thread at its top. Then they rolled their pine cones first in a deep dish filled with flour paste and then in a plate full of seeds. They were happy to see their bird feeders on the branches of pines. Their parents were touched by their efforts. The little birds were soon chirping and flying merrily around bird feeders. Ritu said, "It sounds as if they are saying, 'Thank you.'" This is how we finished the lesson here. Let us go to the next page number 50. I write. Question number 1. Where did the family go? Question number 2. What could be the months in which they visited Manali? Question number 3. What did Ritu and Kitu do for the birds? Now children, based on your understanding, answer the questions by your own. Let us go to the next. I watch page number 51. Let us observe some pictures on the interactive board. Now children, observe both the pictures carefully. Question number 1. Why is the bird sitting inside the hollow of the tree? Question number 2. What do you think people are doing in the second picture? Now children, think and share the answers with your parents. Let us go to the next. I write. Question number 1. What do you do to take care of yourself during winters? Question number 2. What would happen if you do not take care of yourself during winters? Now, children, as we learnt about and focused about winter seasons, based on your understanding, write the answers of the questions by your own. Let us go to the next practice at home. Question number 1. From your parents, find out and write what precautions we should take during winters to avoid falling ill. First, ask your parents to share what precautions we should take during winters to avoid falling ill and write the answer in your own words. Let us go to the next page, page number 52. Question number 2. You have read how Ritu and Kitu helped the birds by making bird feeders. Help some birds by making a bird house using the waste materials such as cotton, paper strips, fur, woolen threads, dry leaves, dry grass, twigs, and a shoe box. Available easy at home. Take help from your parents to keep it at a place where birds can use it easily. Click a picture of your birdhouse and paste it on a separate sheet of paper. You can also draw it. Write how you made it and share the picture on email ID. Let us go to the next I act. You know, Ritu and Kitu experienced winter in Manali. You are experiencing winter season right now. Nowadays you cannot visit to a market, but you have visited last winter season. List the things related to winter that you saw there. You can use this table. Clothes people were wearing, fruits I saw, vegetables I saw. Share your observations with your parents. Discuss whether all of these are related to winter. Make necessary changes and finalize your table. Children, here we will stop. Let us meet in the next e-learning class with a new subtopic. Till the time, stay home, stay safe. Thanks for watching.